again. Now.
Sit behind the desk. Gathered to celebrate the career of AJ Styles. That there's a celebration tonight for a loser. So what should really happen here tonight is a celebration for a truly great wrestler. Me!
That is enough! Enough!
The greatest
enough! That is enough!
Today.
Gunther! That is enough!
Killer.
I said that is enough! That is enough!
Gunther!
That is enough! God damn it! That is enough! I knew you'd come out here and try and do something like that. We are not going to do that. What we are going to do is we are going to celebrate the career of AJ Styles. So you're done. Get out of the ring. Call it a night. I'm having my boys escort you out of this building right now.
Dragon Lee! It is! It's Dragon Lee! Dragon Lee attacking Gunther! On the night that his friend AJ Styles, his former tag team partner, is to be celebrated, Dragon Lee's had it up, and he takes it upon himself to attack Gunther.
Dragon Lee tired of the disrespect being displayed towards Styles by Gunther.
Good on Dragon Lee. Heading into Elimination Chamber on Saturday. Heading into Elimination Chamber on Saturday.
What we want to talk about, I know why we're all here, the phenomenal AJ Styles! I cannot stand this place. Hey boys, I can admit it. I'm ashamed of being from Atlanta. That man right there, Cody Rhodes. Like you, he's got zero common sense. God bless all of you, because you're here in our presence, wins his qualifying match. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's someone here who would disagree with that.
For the Elimination Chamber, Jey Uso. Come Saturday, it could be a very, very different picture. Javon Evans and Trick. For the Elimination Chamber, Jey Uso. Come Saturday, it could be a very, very different picture. Javon Evans and Trick Williams. Original El Grande Americano is nothing short of a travesty. WWE Championship. Distinct styles, Corey, in this matchup,
which can't be discounted. Then you've got the original attempt to neutralize the biggest threat.
Oh, nice try as Bronson Reed is capable of.
And if Jay needed a reminder, Reed, Oscilla in the past.
Bronson Reed in the vision, knocked off the Usos in the only tag team match on the men's side.
Look out below!
Moonsault takes out Uso and Reed. As Bronson Reed now, Americano driving Reed. Stay outside the ring all day long because there are no countouts, no disqualifications.
Well, you can ask any superstar who's had the honor, the distinction of competing in the...
Back in 2002, 4 pods, 2 men and women will start the matchup, intervals throughout the matchup in the last man standing.
You know, Drew McIntyre's got to be licking his chops.
Never been a part of the Elimination Chamber, looks to qualify for the first time this year. Jay writhing in pain.
Beautiful bridging hammerlock.
Turn this into a one-on-one matchup. AJ Styles a bit later on tonight. Oh, what a kick! Matchup and making this one-on-one, this triple threat match.
Beautiful up and over by main event.
The battle for a championship, much like he did last year. Get the power of Bronson Reed! Picked Reed to be a part of this a couple of years ago, back in 2023.
This man is lethal.
Bronson Reed wins the chamber, goes on to win the WWE. Jay, who knows all about the vision, he's been in a battle with his group.
What that would mean for the Oracle, Paul Heyman, and the rest of the crew.
Wow! Now, the original. Oh my goodness. Jey Uso stays alive, and near fall for El Grande.
This thing is inadvertent in a match like this.
That looked familiar. Nice German. Almost all the way across the ring.
I mean, that could prove to be disastrous. Americano, no way in hell.
You gotta be kidding me! A German bridge cover and a kick out at 2! I think it shook Reed up a bit.
It was Jey Uso now coming to the same realization. This original, quote-unquote, El Grande, whereas the other Americano is a national hero.
Bronson Reed, and this has turned into a one-on-one matchup.
This sort of happenstance, having Bronson Reed neutralized. Main event, Jay looking to make big things happen. Knock the wind out of Americano.
Americano down center of the ring. Went for the Uso splash. Penny coming.
Gonna give.
Big super kick. Spear. Uso splash. Jey Uso. Full. Randy Orton as we celebrate the phenomenal career of AJ Styles.
Jey Uso.
For the Elimination Chamber, Jey Uso.
Come Saturday, it could be a very, very different picture.
Javon Evans and Trick celebrate the phenomenal career of AJ Styles. Can it be AJ Styles? A rivalry with AJ, both at TNA and here in WWE. That is the Michael Jordan-owned. Dirty Dom is the champ. Winner of the Women's Rumble, Liv Morgan. Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
And now, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. Who she will face at WrestleMania. Will the champions please come out?
La Primera is eager to take the grandest stage of them all. She's here, and she's champ. That is Jade Cargill, and think to themselves, I want to fight her.
I know you guys have been patiently waiting, but there is something I'd like to get off my chest first. Last week, your words really caught me by surprise like that. And I really thought about what you said, how I've only been thinking about my own experience. I really was. You said I've had 10 years with the best medical. And even so, I still thought that I was struggling. Now that I know about your story, I just want to say that I'm sorry. You are the champion that you are because of what you had to go through. But now I need to focus on my story. And with that being said,
As to who Liv's choices at WrestleMania.
Obviously, the words very hollow from Liv Morgan tonight, the world champ at WrestleMania. In oblivion.
If that happens in Las Vegas, Liv Morgan.
Clarified a lot of things tonight.
On Stephanie Baker and the win.
course, you as well, Corey. He sees everything.
My name is Paul Heyman, Oracle. I am the advocate, Brock Lesnar! Little bit of a history lesson for all of you. My client conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak. That main event spot went to Brock, the only dead man walking to face Brock Lesnar. Who will fight Brock Lesnar? I don't have a prediction that I could identify that would step up, ass-kicking of biblical proportion at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, is willing to go down in history at the grandest stage of them all. Then all that man has to do in the face of Brock, I don't think anyone is going to answer open challenge for WrestleMania. The real main event at WrestleMania is whomever's gonna get their ass kicked and conquered Lesnar. No one in that locker room with the balls to take that ass kicking from Brock Lesnar.
Just imagine what he could do to anyone else's career.
As she has to knock off one of the all-time greats in Becky Lynch.
Your boy is bouncy.
Yeah, you know, I spoke with Kofi Kingston.
Your boys, the New Day.
Kofi Kingston!
Ready to make his debut here in WWE. Javon Evans, accompanied by Offset in the ring, will take on Kofi for the new. As she has to knock off one of the all-time greats in Becky Lynch.
Your boy is bouncy.
It's Offset! If young man has, but he said he was offended over the fact that people would come.
He's not about to have his own name be used.
Triple threat match last week to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Devon Mania this year. Oh, my God. Young Corey, that when the Elimination... Oh, here's the cover. Almost caught Kofi. Advantage of the distraction. And Devon Evans, what a knee! Face of Kingston and a kick out. Wow, what impact! Devon Evans sent out now to the floor.
Oh, my God. Nasty landing. Now we'll watch Kingston from behind.
Kofi with a kick.
Coles have to stick together, Cole. It's all about, academia.
And now Kofi Kingston, just thinking experience had anything to do with this. The fact that he was outnumbered had something to do with it.
Boom, drop kick right in the chin.
Into the cover, hooks the leg on Javon Evans, and Evans has to kick out at 2.
Beautiful takedown by Kingston.
And down goes Javon Evans.
And that's what this is all about. Kofi feels disrespected that
6 men inside Elimination Chamber this Saturday. Ropes, went for a knee. That time caught Kofi with a kick. Another kick drops. And Javon Evans, oh my goodness, kick out at 2.
That did not suck.
To this match, OG Cutter! Inside the Elimination Chamber for an opportunity.
AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, Uncle Alan, we love you.
10 years ago, you came to WWE and you raised the bar.
We're diving back 25 years. I think you're one of the best.
Thank you for everything that you did for this business.
Love you, buddy, and thanks for the good times inside the ring.
I miss them already. Friend, it's an honor to share the ring with you. I love you, brother.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is a night to celebrate AJ at TNA, and then Abyss is here. Well, we know this coming.
I am here to celebrate the phenomenal AJ Styles. So you can go ahead and chant his name. I got a big day coming up next week in front of my people in Chicago. What if that was the last time I got to say that. Finn Balor said, what if? What if he was the champion? What if he never lost? What if you didn't jump me in Toronto? You didn't ruin what was ultimately, you wouldn't be getting a title shot at Elimination Chamber. What are you doing? And my humble answer is the best I can. I'm doing the best I can. I'm following in the footsteps of the greats that I grew up watching, trying to do the best I can. And I don't like dealing in what ifs. I'll give you an example. Atlanta, are you ready? What if Roman Reigns was here tonight? I'm in every city, I make every town, I do every tour in every country. Finn Balor beats me, what if I lose? No risk, no reward, ladies and gentlemen. The reality is Roman Reigns is gonna be here next week on Monday. Finn Balor asked himself, what if? I don't have to say, what if I was the champion? What if I was good? Because I am the best in the world!
As Finn Balor.
Elimination Chamber Women's
Sky!
One spot remains in the Women's Elimination Chamber match.
Kairi Sane!
Sky does not advance to the chamber on Saturday.
Raquel Rodriguez!
What an opportunity already. Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton. No countouts, triple threat rules, and here we go. The irresistible forces of Clash legend. And, Sky was at a rivalry with Raquel and company in the Judgment Day.
Raquel continues to improve week by week. For my money, 2025 more dominant than ever, and I think it's just a matter of time.
WrestleMania for the World Championship. The winner of the Chamber working together as a team to try to eliminate the shot. Of course, Asuka, you have to believe that Kairi Sane just wants to.
Kairi Sane, I understand, wanting to insult. Now is not the time. Cover by Sky.
Looking to qualify for her third chamber match.
Oh my goodness.
Tahana bomb! Heading to Chicago is Raquel for the Women's Elimination Chamber match in Chicago this Saturday. A tribute to the phenomenal AJ Styles. Roman Reigns returns live to Monday Night Raw. Will he confront
But the last time I did, I beat the piss out of Cody Rhodes, so I thought maybe I don't wear a suit. I thought this was going to be easy, so if I get a little choked up, it's not because I'm sad. I just want you guys to know that. I am so grateful to be in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, I grew up 45 minutes down the road in Gainesville, Georgia. People don't get to have a celebration like this when they retire, and I understand, again, that this doesn't happen very often, so thank you. And I wrestled in the Asylum in TNA in Nashville. And I wrestled in the Tokyo Dome in Japan. And I wrestled under the bright lights of WrestleMania. I wrestled some OGs. Daniels, Joe, Frankie Kazarian. I left TNA and I went to Japan. And I met some good brothers over there. These guys, Gallows, Anderson, what it's like to have fun in pro wrestling. It's not serious all the time. I've literally done almost everything. Almost. I can tell you this, the one thing that I haven't done is be a full-time father. All the world championships that I've won all over the world. And Jordan, my biggest flex is having the best wife in the world. You've never told me to stop. You kept pushing me forward on FaceTime. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. AJ's at home with the flu. I love you, boy. Tell you the truth, it's not the way that I thought that it should have went. Not many people get to go where they started. My debut was at the Royal Rumble in 2016. And my match, my last one against Gunther, was at the Royal Rumble in 2026. Now I know there's some questions about I didn't leave my gloves in the ring. I am a man of my word. And at the end of the day, all we have is our word. I didn't take off my gloves at the Royal Rumble because I wanted to take them with me to the house. I would have been nothing without you. Thank you for your love, and I love you right back.
So what? You just gonna leave your stuff here and leave? But me and you, we got unfinished business. AJ, did you ever hear the phrase, if you see me coming, you're already gone? I changed that phrase a little bit because if you see me coming, that means you're going. My esteemed honor, newest inductee in the 2026 class, Hall of Fame.
You feel one back once?